Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this video, we are going to learn what is a set and how to describe a set. First of all, let us discuss what is a set. Well, in everyday life, we often encounter a collection of objects such as a pile of books or a team of players. Just as in English, we use different terms such as pile or team to describe different collections of objects. In mathematics, we use the term set to describe any collection of well-defined and distant objects. By convention, we use capital letters to denote a set and small letters to denote the elements in a set. But sometimes elements can be written in capital letters. Here you can see in the examples that A is the set of alphabet that refers to the whole set of letters. V is the set of all the vowels in the English alphabet. And E is the set of even numbers less than 10. The objects used to form a set are called its elements or members. Some symbols are given over here. The first one denotes is an element of, the second one denotes is not an element of, and the third one denotes the number of elements in set A. First of all, let us discuss what exactly is a well-defined set. Well, we have some sets over here, and we need to decide whether each one of them is a well-defined set or not. One is a friend in your group who has two brothers. Well, it is a well-defined set because it is certain whether someone has two brothers. The second one is a student in your class who is handsome. No, it is not a well-defined set because a student may be considered handsome by some and not by others. The third one is a celebrity who is well liked by your family members. It is also not a well-defined set because a celebrity may be liked by some and not by others. The fourth one is a textbook used in my school. Well, it is certain whether a textbook is used in a school or not, so it is a well-defined set. The last one is the most desirable car in the world. Well, this is not a well-defined set because a car desirable to one may not be desirable to others. I hope that it is quite clear what is meant by a well-defined set. Now let us understand what exactly a distant set is. Well, as contrary to the popular belief that only different objects can be distant, two identical objects can also be distant. Let C be the set of two identical pens. Then instead of listing the elements of set C as P, P or a single P, we will write P1, P2 because the two identical pens are distant. But the question arises that although the two pens are identical, how can they still be distant? Well, to understand this, consider a pair of identical twins, Chris and Tom. Chris and Tom are identical, however, Chris is not Tom and Tom is not Chris. That is, each of them is distant. Now let us discuss about letters. Well, letters are not considered distant. If we have a set L of the set of letters in the word awesome, then while listing the elements of set L, we will not write E two times because the letter E is not distant. That is, it is the same letter E that is used to form the word. I hope that it is quite clear that what is meant by a distant set. Let us discuss some more about elements of a set. Given that D is a set of days in a week, list all the elements of D in set notation. Well, as D is the set of the days in a week, we will simply write the names of the days separated by commas within the curly brackets. That is, D is equal to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then we need to state whether each of the following statements is true or false. The first one is Sunday is an element of D set. Yes, that is true because Sunday is written within the D set. Then they say that Wednesday is not an element of D set. Well, that is not true. That is false because Wednesday is written in the D set. Then we have February is not an element of D set. That is true. Then we have March is an element of D set. Well, that is false. Here I would like to mention that by convention we should list the elements in ascending order for numbers in alphabetical orders for letters or according to the given order. By saying according to the given order, I mean that if D is a set of days in a week, listing the elements according to the given order is often clearer and more convenient. Here we have another question that is related to the elements of a set. Given that D is a set of days in a week, using the given notations, we are required to describe whether each of the following is an element of or is not an element of set D. Well, the first one is Tuesday, and we all know that Tuesday is an element of set D, that is the set of days. Therefore, we will use the symbol of epsilon to denote that Tuesday is an element of set D. Likewise, we will use the same symbol for Friday, because Friday is an element of set D. However, for March and holiday, we will put a slash over the epsilon sign to show these two are not elements of set D. We have discussed about sets in detail. Now let us learn how to describe them. Well, there are 4 ways of describing sets. We can describe a set by listing all the elements separated by commas in curly brackets. That is called tabular form. Or we can describe a set by using words or a statement for the elements of a set. That is called descriptive form. Or we can also describe a set by using mathematical signs for the elements of a set. That is called set builder form. Finally, we can also describe a set by graphical or pictorial diagrams called Venn diagrams. Now let us describe a set in all the above mentioned ways. Well, if n is a set of natural numbers less than 10, then in tabular form we will simply list all the elements of the set separated by commas in curly brackets. That is, we will write n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In case of descriptive form, we will use words to describe the set, and we will write n is the set of all natural numbers less than 10. In case of set builder form, we will write n is equal to x such that x is an element of natural numbers and x is less than 10. But it is obvious that we will not write it down in words. We will use mathematical signs to describe the set. Then finally, in case of Venn diagram, we will draw a circle to represent the set n and write all the elements within the circle. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we will mark the circle as set n by writing capital N right beside the circle. That is how we have described a single set in all the 4 ways. Now let us solve this question in which we are required to state the elements in the given sets. We already know how to solve the first one, that is, n is the set of all natural numbers less than 10. Here we will list down all the elements separated by commas in curly brackets. Natural numbers less than 10 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we have the set of colors of a rainbow, that is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Now we have set D, that is the set of vowels in the word goodbye. As we know that letters are not distinct, that's why we will not repeat the letter O and we will simply write D is equal to E and O. Then we have C is equal to X such that X is a positive even integer such that X is greater than -2 and X is less than or equal to 12. Well, as here we need to list down the positive even integers, we will start with 2 and continue till 12. That is, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. Then we have the set of multiples of 7 which are less than 30. Well, we will list down the elements as 7, 14, 21 and 28. We will not include the next multiple, that is 35, because it is greater than 30. Then we have r is equal to x such that x is a negative integer between -10 and -1 inclusive. Here the word inclusive means that the values -10 and -1 are to be included in the solution. So we have r is equal to minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, and minus 1. Then finally we have a set of even numbers between 10 and 20. Here the values 10 and 20 are not included in the solution. That's why we have written 12, 14, 16, and 18. That is how we write sets in tabular form. We'll discuss about descriptive form, set builder form, and Venn diagrams in the next video.